Today on the show, we're going to talk about some huge breaking news. Ubisoft Plus is coming to Xbox Game Pass. It's getting integrated, Court. We're going to give you the full breakdown, the news, everything with you right now. Welcome to Xbox. Hey, I'm Matt. That's Court. Court, this is your dream come true, my man.
Yeah, I'm a huge Ubisoft guy. I just spent like $100 buying all the old Ubisoft games. It's fine. I'll live with what I did. I shouldn't have, because I've been saying this prediction for every single time we'd have to do a prediction. I'm like, Ubisoft Plus is coming to Game Pass. I am more shocked that they just did it as a tweet. Like, I sent you the tweet and I was like, what is going on?
I know.
And then all of a sudden they made the announcement. It's amazing for people that have an Xbox and Game Pass. This just gives them, now you have EA games. Now, the difference is I want to know more information. Is it going to be Ubisoft Plus currently right now is not like EA Play. Ubisoft Plus, the games are day and date.
Yeah, this is different.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's go through. This is coming officially from Ubisoft's press release. Ubisoft announced that its Ubisoft Plus subscription service will be coming to Xbox in the future. Originally launched for PC, the service allows access to more than 100 Ubisoft titles at a single monthly cost, with games and DLC available on launch day, and monthly rewards including cosmetic boosters, in-game items, and more. But that's not all. Ubisoft also announced that Rainbow Six Extraction will be a day one addition for Game Pass and PC Game Pass members, allowing them to play Xbox consoles, PC right there in the game's launch on January 20th. So to pause there for a second, Court, Rainbow Six Extraction coming out January 20th. They did not say that Ubisoft Plus is coming to Game Pass at a specific date.
It said future.
So potentially, could we see that Ubisoft Plus comes out January 20th, day and date with Extraction?
I'm not too sure about the date. The fact that we're getting Extraction day and date, I'm pumped. It was a game where I said to you, I'm like, if I can get it for free, I'll play this game.
Yep, me too.
I think this is going to get a lot of people to jump in and try the game out. I keep thinking about in my head the hundreds of dollars I just spent on old Ubisoft games. Just so I was like, I got to replay them all. And now they're all coming to Game Pass. Whenever it comes to Game Pass in the next couple months, it doesn't matter. It's a huge feather in their cap now that you have, from what it sounds like, we are going to get Ubisoft Plus, which is day and date. So that means the next Assassin's Creed, mind you, most of the Ubisoft games coming out are going to be free to play, but
the next
all
Far
these
Cry,
old games, like the whole
Assassin's Creed collection.
Exactly. Beyond Good and Evil 2 that's coming out. That will be day and date on Game Pass now. So not only do you have Microsoft Studio games day and date on Game Pass, you're now going to have Ubisoft games day and date on Game Pass. That's huge for Game Pass. That is, I said to you off air,
Yeah.
I don't need my PS5.
Well,
I don't need it.
Not this year, because I really am curious what moves Sony will make now with their potential Spartacus, Game Pass equivalent coming out in the next year. We'll see what that brings. The press release from Ubisoft does continue, though. I want to get this last little chunk in here, and then let's dissect. By making Rainbow Six Extraction available on Game Pass and PC Game Pass members on the day and date of its launch via Game Pass, we're demonstrating that we believe in the value and choice that game subscriptions offer to players. This is from Chris Early, from Ubisoft's Senior Vice President of Strategic Partnerships and Business Development. Rainbow Six Extraction for Game Pass and PC Game Pass members is just the beginning. Ultimately, we will offer the Ubisoft Plus subscription service to Xbox owners so that they can enjoy the full extent of our Ubisoft Plus game library, including new releases on their consoles.
So it sounds like to me it's going to be extra.
It's going to
They're
be
saying
extra.
We're going to be offering Ubisoft Plus to Game Pass subscribers. So they're offering the service, which I'll gladly pay for. I'm sure eventually it'll be a bundle like they did with EA Play. I'm not sure. We're speculating at this point. If it's the same price point, oh my God, the value. I just can't see it being that.
It's $9.99 right now, isn't it?
Yeah. I believe. You'll have to double check on that. I'm not too sure. You can check while I'm talking. But for me, just the value of the Ubisoft catalog. You have all the Assassin's Creed games, and we already know what smart delivery can do. Like, you're going to get everything. I was talking about in a previous video about 120 frames per second. Ubisoft games, a ton of them. Like, we're playing the Division 2 currently right now. You're going to get that game, boom, automatically. All these things are going to have save progression, smart delivery, all these things that the Xbox ecosystem already has. Ubisoft already has it with their Ubisoft Connect. That is now going to get integrated into Game Pass, and we're just going to get all of it. And so what I'm saying about the PS5, you have games like Horizon Forbidden West and God of War that I truly, truly, truly love the original games of those, and I want to play those. But for me, I look at everything that's going to be on the Xbox and what we're doing right now. I can afford to get my PlayStation to someone who would actually use it right now, and I could get one down the road to play those games. That's my thought. I think this is huge, regardless of the first-party titles that are coming to PlayStation this year. This is huge for Xbox.
So
huge.
The titles, to kick it off, Court, like some of the titles that we need to keep in mind are obviously Watch Dogs, Ghost Recon Collections, Splinter Cell as well, which is interesting just with the timing of the announcement of a new Splinter Cell game to come out as well. Far Cry, The Division, like we talked about, The Crew. There are so many games integrated with the cloud as well. The price for it, so if I view the plans itself, there is PC access or the multi-access. So PC access American is $14.99. This gives you Ubisoft Connect, includes new releases available at launch, premium editions, the DLC, the passes, everything, 100 plus games.
Is that Canadian?
This is just from the Ubisoft store. So
it would be Canadian because you'd be
.com.
going on the webpage. Yep.
And then the multi-access is new releases at launch, premium editions, 100 games, and includes Ubisoft Connect PC plus cloud gaming, so Stadia, which is going to be not what we want. So really, that's $17.99. So to get
whatever
Stadia,
that Stadia, that's what we're going to get.
Yeah, so it's going to be for Canadians anyways. We're going to be looking at $20 a month if it's not bundled. If it is going to be just made available to us, $20 a month. So sticking with that idea for a second here. You're a big Ubisoft. This is why I was excited to talk to you. You're a big Ubisoft player. I got to be honest. You got me hooked on the Division 2, and we're going to talk about that in future episodes. You got me back onto Division 2. $20 a month. Let's just say it's $20 a month added on to your ultimate subscription, or as a player who just enjoys Ubisoft titles and has Game Pass. Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, without a doubt. I look at, okay, so that's $20. $20. That's $200 and what? $220. $240. Yeah, quick math, didn't have it. That's $240 for the year. A Ubisoft game with the DLC and so on and so forth. Valhalla, for example, when it first came out, it was $140 for the season's pass. And now we're about to get that new DLC that hits in March.
You'd get that.
I'm not going to buy it right now because it will happen if it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, that's a trick. So this is okay. On that note, this gets me very curious and interested about the timing of the release of Ubisoft Plus.
I don't think it's going to be soon. When they announced it last time with EA, yeah, they would say it. If they knew a date right now, I think they would say it.
But if they don't, but they don't have any big games like Assassin's Creed, like we talked about. They don't have.
They already said that Rainbow Six Extraction. I think what they'll do is, and I'm sorry for interrupting.
No.
If they're already saying that Rainbow Six Extraction is going to come day and date, any future release is going to be day and date on Game Pass until we get Ubisoft Plus on Game Pass.
So
that's my prediction.
So they're just going to trickle out all of these until they're ready to just say, boom, here it is, which could be something like an E3 where they say Ubisoft Plus is now live. They got to, because you know what? They probably know what they're going to charge, know what they've worked it all out. If it is just a simple add-on of like, hey, it's $20.
Well, this was rumored last year, right? We all thought this was happening.
This was our big rumor.
And now I got my dream. Like I now know all the games that I always buy. I don't have to worry, but I'm going to have them now moving forward.
So as a player, though,
so if you look at it for a Ubisoft person,
it's
$90 to $70 per game.
Yeah.
If that's 2 games a year, and I've already bought that. If I bought the new Watch Dogs and I bought the new Assassin's Creed, now I just pay that and I get all of them.
And I look at my collection too. I'm more casual on the Ubisoft side, but I do play. When I do, ultimately, I pick up the newest Far Cry. Now, it's not every year, but still, Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, I tend to buy the latest one, or I want to, but I hold back because I'm like, I don't love the series, and it's $90 Canadian. So I'm really sitting there like, that's a
I just got you back into the Division.
But there's a great example. I bought the Division.
I got you a new thing.
Yeah.
I got you a new thing. You're gonna play when this all comes. You're playing Assassin's Creed 2, and you're gonna start all over
And
again.
there's 3 titles, though, on my end, as someone who's not as hardcore into Ubisoft titles, but I know I would buy Far Cry. I want to buy and get into Assassin's Creed more, but the price tag kills me on it because I'm like, I don't love the game and I don't want to drop $90. And like something like The Division, I would. But again, 2-3 games, it's paid for. It's done for the year. So on top of that, do you think it's a hard pill to swallow if Xbox does not integrate this into Game Pass? If you have 2 price tags basically saying you got your Game Pass, it costs you, what is Game Pass
I don't.
now?
I'm only gonna have to go by the example they've already done with EA Play. It's gonna be integrated or not integrated. It's gonna give you the 2 price points. You can get Game Pass Ultimate that has EA Play, or you get regular Game Pass. There's gonna be an Ultimate and a regular. This way it's gonna happen.
This would be a good opportunity on Xbox side though to
raise the price.
To raise the price now, to say let's make this thing $25. You meet it in the middle. You basically have a $5 savings, for example, and just round out because Game Pass Ultimate cost me $19 after tax here, 19 and change. So round it up and say it's $25 Canadian. You can get Ubisoft Plus, or you can keep them separate if you want to do that. But it's gonna force players, not in a bad way, but it's gonna push players to say, I might as well get this. The value's better.
I don't see everybody we talk to that has Game Pass gets Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah.
So when the new Game Pass Ultimate has Ubisoft Plus and you got to spend an extra $5 or even an extra $10 from what we pay now, instead of paying the $20 for Ubisoft, it's a no brainer. Like that to me makes more sense. They can charge an extra $10 a month for Xbox Game Pass now because they brought this in.
Yeah.
And it's a no brainer.
So
now think about it. Next year, this year coming up, we're going to get Starfield. We're going to get all these great games that are coming to Game Pass, plus every Ubisoft game.
That's why I think they got to launch it in the next 6 to 8 months with Ubisoft Plus. Like they're rolling out the day and dates, which is great.
I think you're getting that. I think you're getting in the next 6 to 8 months. But I think they're going to, right now, they're like, hey, Extraction, day and date. This is, hey, yeah, I know Sony, you got Horizon, but oh, by the way, we got Ubisoft Plus. Like, Sony comes out and drops this brand new game, and once again, Xbox is like, yeah, but we got this service thing called Game Pass. Now it's better than everything.
Yep.
Like I am right in my head. All I want to do, I'm like, all right, forget it. Like I'm never gonna touch this PlayStation thing. Like it's over.
So what is Sony? This is my last question to you before we wrap up. What do you think Sony, long-term thinking here, but what does Sony need to do with this?
They need to have Sega. They need to have all these developers. It's going to be, and I said this before on a previous episode, it is going to be the developer war. Which developer is going to be on which streaming service? Just like you have HBO and Netflix where they trade. And right now, Netflix still here in Canada still gets all the Spider-Man movies. And, Disney Plus really wants it. Like all these, this is what's about to happen. You're going to have like the Friends and the Seinfeld, how we hear about the streaming services got it. And this one is, that's what's about to happen. It's going to be the streaming wars. It doesn't matter what console. It matters which service has what.
Yep. And on Xbox side specifically, this is where they really ring the bell on their whole platform and their push of the box doesn't matter. And in their ecosystem of like the platform doesn't matter. You want to play cloud, you want to play on your phone, you want to play on your Xbox, you want to play on your PC, don't care how you want to play. Get Game Pass. And you can play virtually every single game other than a Sony first party title. And that's
what I'm saying. Game Pass is as someone that plays a lot of, they got me when they got Bethesda. I play a ton of Bethesda games. And my other core developer that I play a ton of their games is Ubisoft. Financially, I have to look at the money.
Yeah.
And I have to look at where I'm going to invest my money and where I'm going to spend it. And Sony's lost me. Like they're gone. Like I am 100% selling my PS5. There's no point. I have other things to spend my money on. I'm a parent, and that's for me. So I can get that $1,000 for this console and everything. I can get my money back, and that money can go towards something I can do with my family, or I could just save that money. But I don't need to continue to pay for PlayStation Plus. Because that, to me, right now, is a waste of my money. And I don't want to waste my money anymore in life.
Let us know in the comments below. What do you guys think about Ubisoft having Ubisoft Plus Game Pass? What do you think the date will be? And are you like Court, where it's like, you know what? I'm kind of off the Sony train, and I'm going to wait until further down the road to see what Sony might bring. But thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, thumbs up, all that fun stuff. Support the channel here on Xbox, yay? Court, let's go get a Timmy's.